This meeting is being recorded.
Let me share the PPT, okay? Please message to all students to join the class. Please come on fast. Only 12, 10 students are there. Have you seen my PPT?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
This meeting is being recorded.
Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
So yesterday we have seen some project definition and the project characteristics, right? Yes, am I audible? Actually, Hello, now am I audible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Now your voice is clear. Okay. Thank you so much. So all of you, I request, please tell your friends and colleagues to log in the class. Please come on, because only I have seen 20 to 25 students are joining the class regular. Where is other? You know what is the impact in your internal marks and others activities? Please put the message in your group. Okay. Have you seen the PPT?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Rahul. Rahul, where is other your friends? Tell them to log in the class. See, if you if you like that ki we just log in 10 or 15 minutes and then left it, it's not meaning, huh? Because attendance is marked. Who is login starting to end? So, what we have seen yesterday, what is the project, what is the project management, how we need to do it, what kind of the process, and the characteristics of the project. Okay. Now, what it is, the performance, project performance dimension we have seen, and for that we require time, cost, and scope, right? So three major dimensions that define the project performance: scope, time, and resources. Already we have seen. Now next it is the mathematically performance, and the formula is scope, cost, and time, which we need to require. Login कर class ला लगेच, which we required. So in management literature, this equilateral triangle. Okay. So project life cycle, what it is, project life cycle. Wait a minute. Huh? Project life cycle. So we have seen every project, when it will start and when it will finish. After that, again new project we need to do. Got it? So the project life cycle is continuously going on, right? It's continuously going on. Next, we have seen the conceptualization phases. From last week, we have seen lot of phases: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, and all. And then we complete the project step by step. Lot of resources we required, tools we required, communications we required, and on that basis we complete the phases one by one. Okay. Now the planning phase, what it is? Planning is required. Without plan we can't complete the tasks or the phases, because every time we need to prepare a plan. Some plans are very easy and some plans are very difficult, and it's very long time to fulfill the project activities and execution of the project, right? So for that in planning that comings the budget, in planning that comings the estimate, in planning that comings the what we say daily routine work, reporting, all, right? So that is the planning phase. Then execution phase, yes, execution. For execution we need to prepare report, we need to prepare progress report, monitor cost and time, control the project, managing changes, some kind of sometimes plan is changed na. Whatever the plan we have decided, yes, I have completed this work morning to afternoon, but sometimes some kind of emergencies comes and we need to postpone the plan and just give priority to that emergency plan. So what happened, the time management is what, this time schedule is क्या हो जाएगा, waste हो जाएगा, and whatever the time you spend that particular emergency plan, then you need to again plan for that activity whichever is left, right? So this is the execution phase, and you face a lot of now this time you face a lot because you have to attend your internship, you need to join your lectures, so very critical situation in front of you. But don't worry, it's a don't be panic, it's a very good things, because the seriousness, you show your seriousness, you show your dedications regarding your third sem, definitely you clear your third, fourth and all, and you will get definitely a perfect job, because you face the lot of phase, right? You handle the time, you manage the time, you control your sleep, right? Just decided, I just slept only 5 to 6 hours. Yes, because it's a critical time for you, and it's a challenge for you, no, you have to prove that yes, you are a good student, you are a best student, and you manage thing whatever the task you assign by your guide, your coordinator, by your SIP supervisors and all. That is the change, and slowly changes comes in your life, and you will feel and you will get a very successful person in your life, and this situation lifetime you remember, and you explain your friends and colleagues, no, that time I did lot of hard work, that time I did that kind of activities, that's why I am here. Got it? So don't be panic, don't be accept it and face the situation, accept it and face the situation, because sleeping के लिए बहुत टाइम है आपके पास, है ना? लाइफ टाइम, एक महीना भी आप सोओगे तो बोर हो जाओगे, एक दिन दो दिन सो लो तो आपको अच्छा, बट नाउ द सिचुएशन इज कैसी है, वेरी पैनिक, बट हैंडल द सिचुएशन. गॉट इट? So we have seen the life cycle path, and S shape path, J shape path, how it is. It is not difficult. It's a depend how the work is going on. Work is going on means when you start, if you start slowly, then it will complete on slow. When you start on regular without any stopping the work, break the work, then it comes a J-shaped path, right? So turning point, it here in S shape, the turning point is there, means you have start slow, then you suddenly whatever the resources, whatever the tools you available, and after that you start with fast, and again you finished in slow mode, because the timeline deadlines are there, so you need to finish that particular plan or project. Now the J-shaped path we have seen, project life cycle path, it's a J-shaped path, and when you start and the end, because you collect all resources, you don't wait some kind of resources, and all things is available, so you started and finished the project on time. But it now the project classification. Project classification, yes, it's important part, right? Last week when we have observed a lot of sheets, right? So we have seen the phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. So every phase has plan, because जो भी काम हम करते हैं वो प्लान के साथ फिनिश करते हैं. So every phase has plan. So there is a no standard classification of the project because emergency when it will come, you need to focus on that particular thing. So however, considering project goals, these can be classified into two board groups, that is industrial development, and each of these groups can be further classified considering nature of work, repetitive and non-repetitive, depend on progress, non-progress, finished goods, non-finished goods. Lot of things are available in on the time of projects. So completion time, and it's depend on what kind of project, the short term project or long term project, large, small, etc. So level of risk, high, low, mode of operation, build operator, transfer, lot of things are there, right? So phase one project is very small project because all things are new and you just started it. So whatever the activity, whatever the planning for that phase one, you have completed it. Then next phase, it's a very big, because big activities, big resources we required to complete that phase. So as per that, you need to do plan. So industrial project also referred as commercial project, which are undertaken to provide goods or services for meeting the growing needs of the customers and providing attractive returns to the investor stakeholders. So following some kind of backgrounds, we have seen some projects uh, are categorized. है ना? Categorize means group wise. We have decided phase wise. We have decided demand based. Ki yes, when we are planned, so we just completed the project on that particular time. Nowadays, we have seen everywhere the road infrastructure is going on. So before 5 to 8 years, when the BJP government is just starting the work, so we have seen like that कि एक रोड बनाने के लिए उन्हें काफी टाइम लगता था, लंबा समय लगता था, because and no finishing, quality, no quality we have found. We lot of what मतलब कि यहाँ रोड बन गया, 8 दिन में खराब हो जाता था. So the quality of work, the material, everything government will provide it, but the quality is not to find that particular project. So after 2 3 years, they have changed. They have decided that only 2 meters road will be completed, and we report of that particular work. We complete that work and then we start again. Okay, so what happened? The quality is maintained, resources are maintained, and the stability of project is maintained, right? So they have decided first you need to complete 2 meters, finished it, and after start next. But before that, what happened? They started whole work. So it will take time, it will waste a lot of resources, but and the quality of work is zero. Got it? So now the projects, whatever the industrial project referred, industrial project is a very different project because they are very small projects, all things and resources are available for industrial project, right? And it will get attractive returns because a lot of partners and investors and stakeholders invest the money for that project. Adani Power project, we have seen Jioka projects. So a lot of projects are industrial projects. So the demand-based projects are designed to satisfy the customers' felt as well as the latent needs. It's a depend on what kind of things we required, and on that basis we started to do it. On that basis we buy it. On that basis we mm, the needs is required and depend on that particular thing. So the resources, projects, supply, whatever, it's the advantages, available resources. है ना? If you want to start the project, but if you don't have a land, if you don't have a place, and you have a finance, you have good partners for finance that particular project, because you don't have land, right? So how you start the project? You required approval, sanction, land, right? And after that you start the project. Sometimes you have all things, है ना, land है, water है, agriculture है, but finance नहीं है, right? So that kind of things is created when you started the project. But lot of schemes are available nowadays, government schemes also available, and if you required some kind of finance, you just apply it and start the project. So there are so many projects. So raw materials required, minerals, even human resource required, because manpower is the most essential part of the project. So project triggered by successful research and development are also considered at supply based. Yes, research, you need to require research, the things whatever you uh, want, or whatever the ideas comes in your mind to complete that particular project. So whatever the requirement, all things, na, you just follow it, you just checked it, and then you design and prepare the budget of that particular project. So example of resources and based project include food product units, um, agricultural industries unit, refineries, oil का आप कर सकते हैं. Then examples of project based on human resource, you required skilled manpower, those who know the how to complete it. For example, automobile का person है तो obviously you require automobile engineer, because he know कहाँ से नट बोल्ट करना है. उसको आवाज से ही पता चल जाता है कि गाड़ी में क्या खराबी है. Got it? So that kind of skills person we required. For example, construction civil engineer होगा तो he know कि कहाँ से मतलब एकदम clear cut idea he know about it, because he know everything, he learn everything in civil engineering. Then the doctor, like that, they when they operate any patient, so जैसे ही वो हमारा पल्स चेक करते हैं, and what kind of things happen in our body, and as per that they will give us the medicine and we'll get soon well uh, when we take that medicine. So everyone has a skill. So for any project we require the skilled manpower, so that will complete the project on time, right? So IT people, the IT people are very smart and they complete their tasks on time, because lot of time and guidelines and targets they have, and they complete it on time. Next, wait a minute. Yes, I'm audible to all of you. Hello, Sania, Nishi.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you there? Now the essential differences between industrial projects and developmental projects are summarized in following table 1. So differences between industrial and development projects are dimensions, right? So scale of project. Industrial, if we're talking about industrial project, there the scale is limited, and developmental project is large. Developmental project comes in government projects, right? So the promoters, industrial projects के लिए कौन promote करेगा? Entrepreneurs and corporate people, and developmental project के लिए government, public sectors and NGOs, right? So investment क्या है? Industrial project के लिए उनके तो partners and ये वो करते हैं, individually होता है, but the government project के लिए high होता है, development project के लिए high होता है, because government उसमें इन्वेस्ट करती है. गेस्टेशन पीरियड क्या होता है? इंडस्ट्रियल प्रोजेक्ट का बहुत ही शॉर्ट होता है, बिकॉज दे हैव टू स्टार्टेड देयर प्रोजेक्ट एज सुन एज पॉसिबल, and developmental project high because it's a government project, right? Now profitability. So every company, whatever the industries, whatever the government, so everyone get returns, a lot of returns of that particular project. Their expectations is very high. So industrial projects probability is like that high. They're considered on return, right? They expect a lot of IRR, in internal rate of return, because when they completed it, they have started the to collect the tolls and all. I'll give the example of road. When before 2 3 hours they have they just left to collect the toll from everyone, but जैसे ही highway and road बनना चालू हो गए, they charge toll on very high basis, right? So that is the thing. So expected, because they invested a lot, so obviously they will get, they want a return, right? And it's really easy from us also, we'll get the good roads, good benefits. That's why it's easy to pay, maybe. Now the developmental project का profitability क्या है कि modest considered or economic rate of return, right? Both are different. Keep in your mind, if you are doing industrial projects, so profitability is high and it is internal rate of return. And when you are in government project, it's a development project, and the probability is economic rate of return. Now the finance. So in industrial project, finance is required stringent debt equity norms. What it is? Stringent debt equity norms. And developmental project operates on higher debt equity norms. Operates on higher debt equity norms. So both are required, both are important. So source of fund. Source of fund is national stock market and from domestic financial institutions. Yes, in industrial project का जो फंड्स है वो नेशनल स्टॉक मार्केट्स, डोमेस्टिक फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस वो स्मॉल लोन लेके उस प्रोजेक्ट को कंप्लीट करते हैं. एंड फॉर गवर्नमेंटल it is international organizations like World Bank, IMF, ABD, DFID, and others, mostly as loan, at times provide from some grants also, because it's a government project. So interest rate and repayment period, when they buy loan for industrial projects, the market rate and the repayment period is generally 7 to 10 years. And for governmental, very low for borrowed funds, and the repayment period extend to 25 years and even beyond. So like that, our Prime Minister Modi ji just met every countries, and they take permission to start some kind of project. And obviously we have taken a lot of loan from other countries, and we just resolve it, because we need to do that agreement and all, because it's a very long term project. So the project management is a district area management that helps in handling projects, whatever it is, and it has a three keys feature to distinguish it from other forms of management, and they include a project manager. So the project team and the project management system is comprise organization structures, information processing, and decision making, and the procedure that facilitate integration of horizontal and vertical elements of the project organization. So there is the focus of integrated planning and control. Now the benefits of project management approach, it is the rationale of following project management approach, that is the help to handling complex, the costly, risky, risks is important, and assignment, excuse me, sorry. So, handling complex, costly, and risky assignments by providing interdisciplinary approach, and handling the assignment like research and development. So, whatever you, when you self-studied, you find it the new things, है ना? If you self study, you finding the new things. But if you just repeated the things, whatever the notes you have provided, you just write down that kind of the things, that means you are uh, you you don't have a good skills, right? You don't accept the new things. So self study is important. Whatever the projects you have started, you just analyze yourself, you just analyze your time, what times you completed. Yes, you analyze it, whatever you decided, it is completed or not, right? So that is most important. Now the project management approach help in handling assignment in a specified time frame with definite start and completion point. So example, it is handling customer ordered by industries involved in production of capital goods. That is the most important thing. Now project management approaches provide task orientation to personal in an organization in handling assignment. So example is organization in IT sectors handling software development assignments, clients, whatever. Now, any projects, it's a medical projects, the pharma projects, are agriculture projects, it's a industry project, whatever the projects, the things are required the same. Now, second one is the project identification and formulation. That it is the uh, what project in the economic sense directly or indirectly add to the economy of the nation, right? So however, an introspections of the project performance, right, clearly indicate that the situation is far from satisfactory, right? So most of the major and critical project in public sector, that too in crucial sector like irrigation, agriculture, and infrastructure are plagued by tremendous time cost and overruns. Yes, we have seen some kind of projects will get so long time, right? Because of some kind of error, some kind of breakdowns are there. So it's happened, right? And it will comes on irrigation department, agriculture, infrastructure projects. So even the private sector, the performance is not that satisfactory because they are not completed on time. It's a very long time project, so no one is interested to invest for that particular project, right? Government approval is not sanctioned. If it is sanctioned, then after that they will create some errors, right? So that's why the work is pending. From the growing sickness in industry and rapid increase in non-performing assets, so banks and financial institutions, what they are doing, they lock the project. Because if your project is not going on, or it is start, means what financial institutions or banks are doing, because they invest in your project. But if you stop the project, so how you pay repayment their loans, right? So other financial institutions, whatever they are doing, they just your account is in NPAs, non-performing assets, like, and they will take a decision. After that, they sell it. What that if they started their legal process, right? So the reasons for time and cost overruns are several, and they can be broadly classified under technical, financial, procedural, and managerial mode. And most of these problems mainly stem from inadequate project formulation and hazardous implementation. Yes, sometimes they just approve, but they will not check the things, what kind of cost, what kind of time they required, because some kind of project is time oriented long time project. So people or other financial institution not interested to invest it, because 10, 10, 25 years, 30 years, who is invested, and so much money will required for to complete that project. So the project identification is an important step to project formulation. So before you start the project, you just identify it, you just plan it, you just budget it, and step by step you need to complete that project. So these are convinced with the objective of meeting in market demand, right? Exploiting natural resource or creating wealth. The project ideas for developmental project come mainly from the national planning process. right? So where is as industrial project usually stem from identification of commercial prospect and profit potentials. So there is the good good what symbol of to complete the project. We have seen like that lot of areas, है ना? A simple example, I'll just give you a lot of areas we have seen the illegal works are there, right? So if government or your municipal find like that कि someone is doing illegal work, so they just uh, क्या करते हैं वो स्टे ला देते हैं उस पे लीगल एक्शन दे विल टेक अ लीगल एक्शन अबाउट इट एंड स्टॉप द वर्क so what happened if I am a project manager and I invest a lot of money of that project but due to some illegal work and court and other people take legal action against it so we are not started the project because if I started again it then I will be punished, right? So that kind of work is very critical, and and after the break, after the legal action comes, so you couldn't start because the government or legal authority will not give permission to start it. You need to give justification in this legal illegal area how to start it, who will give the permission. If you don't get any kind of permission, so who will give right to start it, why you not take authority to start it. Lot of justifications you need to give it, and if you stop this means whatever the money, whatever the time, whatever the material you invested of that particular site, just stop it. You lost that project because whatever the investment, whatever the loan you have taken, you need to pay it. Got it? So that kind of project also in Mumbai and in metro cities I have find like that the illegal constructions are there, right? uh, Last week I have seen the news in Mumbai cities, the lot of uh, pictures they have captured and published in paper. Illegal works are going on so and so areas, so stop it, and their municipal corporations take a legal action and they immediately take initiative to stop that work. So what the builders and the project, those who are started that kind of project, so they are very difficult situations because lot of public invest their monies on that particular project, so how they refund it. The question is the bank and other small institutions invested that particular projects, how they will get refunded. Okay, and now it's a very difficult to start because legal action take the authorities, and it's a bit very good because without any permission how you start it. So whatever the uh, project, whatever the investment you are doing any kind of project, so be alert, please take full information about that project. You will read it, you research first. It is most important you research when you invest any kind of project and then you invest it, right? So this is the project identifications is important. So now projects are a means to achieving certain objectives because without objective we can't do anything else. So there may be several alternative projects that will meet these objectives, right? So it is important to indicate all the other alternatives considered with justifications in favor of the specific project proposed or consideration. So the sectoral studies are there, opportunity studies are there, support studies are there, project identifications essentially focuses on screening the number of project ideas that comes up based on information and data available and based on expert opinion to come up with limited number of project options, so which are promising. Whatever you promise it, whatever you work as a project manager, you just learn the things of what it happened, right? Now the project formulation, it is very different, right? Because it depends on the project, what kind of project you start. Yes, am I audible to all of you? Anyone, any doubt? Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes? Saili, Tejal? Anyone have any problem? Let me ask. Do you understand, yes or no? साक्षी, मुझे आवाज नहीं आ रही आपकी, जोर से बोलिए. Please say yes, no ma'am, something else. Nishi, are you there? Okay. So now next it is yes, the project formulation. What it is? Project formulation means project formulation is the process of presenting a project idea in a form in which it can be subjected to comparative appraisal for the purpose of determining in definitive terms. Okay, the priority that should be attached to a project. Under server is resource constraint, project formulation resolve project formulation involve the following steps. What it is? The opportunity studies, support studies, whatever, right? So identification of product service, uh, feasibility study, okay, feasibility study, techno-economic feasibility, project appraisal, detailed project report. Okay, fine. अभी I'll just give you simple example. Okay, ये जो आपको project formulation है ये और भी easy बता देती हूँ. That is, you start your SIP project, right? So what you do first, you just think about the topic, then you meet your guide, you select the topics and objectives, and after that you start the work. That is the project formulation. Means you just decided what kind of ideas in your SIP, what topic you need to choose, and on that basis you select your objective and you start your work, right? First step you completed. Now opportunity study or support studies, obviously regarding that particular study you do your SIP. You collect the data regarding that particular subject, you fulfill your objective. Yes, I studied some things, I understand that things, I do that thing, I analyze that thing, right? So that is the opportunity study. What opportunity, what you learn, what you have interested, whatever. Now the identification of product and service. Yes, what kind of research methodology you need to use, whatever the project you have decided, what the ideas comes in your mind, primary data, how you collect secondary data, how you collect, and on that basis you prepare your data analysis, right? The pre-feasibility study. For pre-feasibility study, it is on literature review, right? You are search some other what research papers, some journals, some newspapers, some articles. So how they complete it, where is the gap, है ना? जो उन्होंने किया है वही मैं कर रही हूँ क्या? मीन्स अगर कुछ नया करना है तो वेयर इज द गैप. यस, उसने 5 साल पहले किया था, सेम प्रोजेक्ट मैं अभी कर रही हूँ तो मुझे अभी लेटेस्ट करना है 3 साल का. सो इट्स अ न्यू, right? They have completed their project before 5 years and their data and their analysis is different because the situation is different, and now you are choosing same project, same SIP, but last 2 3 years and there is no one is doing that particular project. So what you added in that particular 3 years, you need to do it. That is pre-feasibility studies, right? Means you search it, you collect the literature reviews, what authors, what researchers, what scholars have done the things, and you need to do it. Means you find the gap, and gap it is last 3 years no one is doing that project, so that's why you select that kind of project. Got it? Now the feasibility study. What is feasibility study? So techno economic feasibility. So it is a data analytical part, and it's a very technical, very crucial part, because all data you have collected, and on that basis last 3 years you just analyze ki, this year what happened, this year what happened, this year what happened, and you combine, you consolidate all 3 years data, and then you prepare chart, diagrams, and your interpretations. Got it? So that is the thing. And then project appraisal in the internal viva. On the time of internal viva, if your project is doing well, then your faculties, your viva's person are what appreciate you ki, yes, you are doing that thing. And if you are missing some kind of thing, they suggest you ki, yes, you need to add that thing, you need to do thing, you need to add that some kind of things. Okay, you add questionnaires, how many questionnaires you do, interview based questionnaire, telephonic questionnaires, face to face questionnaires, whatever you need to add it, and you finished it. Got it? So that is the appraisal and the detailed project report. And in the you, on that basis, you prepare all your executive summary, detailed project report, means you are final the report, and you submit your report. I hope you understand. Yes, give me answer. Is it clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much. So be focused on it. Is it difficult subject? Project management is not a difficult subject. Okay, if you feel like that it's very difficult, no. Overall, the project, whatever you are doing now and whatever you doing after your MBA, same thing. सिर्फ project का नाम change हो जाएगा, but process is the same. Got it? Now, next, the project formulation and systematic view. What it is? The opportunity study. And for opportunity study, you need to do self study, you collect the data, you find the things, you prepare a plan, you need to do to-do list, what kind of things you need to follow it, and you check your plan when before go to bed. Yes, whatever the activities I write down today, and is it complete or not? If it is complete, then you prepare next day plan, and if it's not complete, you just give priority next day and complete it on time. Now the pre-feasibility studies, opportunity studies, what it is, you collect data, you just search it, you just gather all facts, whatever you required for that, tools, technical things, then advanced technical things you need to require, some kind of material you need to require. You read journals, you read research paper, you read lot of things, you surfing on Google, you find it a lot of new things, you just read it and just push in your mind ki, what new things we need to do it, right? And you just do it, and it's a good opportunity to all of you to complete the project, because everyone's give different topic, and you just enjoy it, right? कि yes, this is the thing, because अभी तक आपने उसके बारे में सोचा ही नहीं. It's everyone new, the project, the SIP is everyone's for new, but who is doing dedicatedly, who is doing really what doing with self studies and all, definitely you are the best in project, and you become a good project manager in your future life, right? So lot of things uh, are doing in this opportunity study and pre-feasibility study. So self-study is important, and you will get good ideas regarding it. So the feasibility study forms the backbone of project, because no plan, no budget, how you start your project? If you start before, that means you are fail, and you whatever the time, cost, and money you invested, all lost. So feasibility studies from the backbone of project formulation and uh, presents a balanced picture, right? Incorporating all aspects of possible concern. So the study investigate practical things, right? Practically, you learn practical. Nowadays, you don't know, because still become those who are not working, they don't have an idea how to work it, how to what is SIP, how kind of data we need to collect. Don't know. You are totally blank. But now you show your interest. You are doing dedicatedly everything. Yes, some these 2 months is very difficult. अभी तो आधा महीना खत्म भी हो गया है. So September आधा and October is very difficult for you, but you will get more satisfaction after completion your project lectures and CCs and all, and third sem exam. So you will get a good satisfaction ki finally I did it. And then you remember ki what the panic situation you balance, wake up early in the morning, join class, then ready, means fast ready to join your SIP. After come back, you again join the class and you again do the things, studies and all and all. So really you will get a good and fruitful benefit for you, right? So very not whole lifetime तो आपको ये करना नहीं है ना? So that is the project, that is the task, that is the things you learn lot, you learn achieve, you learn, and you whatever the goal you have set that particular days you achieved it, and you will get a good confidence, satisfactions and knowledge also. So a well conducted study provide a sound base of decisions, clarifications is required, some logical planning, minimal risk is required, successful cost effective projects are there. So assigning and feasible means practical knowledge you will get, you earn, and your confidence is good. So you feel like that ki yes, you have completed any kind of projects, and what you learn some that. And remember one thing, when you uh, tell what you learn from your SIP, so always just think, just elaborate the positive things, right? Don't say the negative things कि नहीं सोने को नहीं मिल रहा था, खाने को नहीं मिल रहा था. Don't do that, right? आप भूखे नहीं मर जाओगे अगर 2-4 महीने खा नहीं लोगे तो. ये किसके लिए कर रहे हो आप? अपने लिए कर रहे हो. So be positive. How to manage the time, you learn how to manage the time. Yes, it is very difficult to manage it, but I learn how to manage it. Why other people are success? Because they follow the time management, and that's why I do, and I will get success. Small success, it's really small success for you, but it's a lesson for you, lifetime lesson for you ki yes, if you do, you will get. Got it? Now, next it is the feasibility study is not the end or in itself only, but means to arrive at an investment decisions. Yes, and the preparation of feasibility study report is often made difficult. Yes, after completion the SIP internship, matlab 60 days period, then you started to prepare a report. It's not difficult because you know practical knowledge, you know how to what kind of data you collect and how to summarize it, how to analyze it, and then you uh, prepare complete report. Yes, what kind of error, what kind of what the requirement tools are not add in your study, then you take guidance of your guide, you meet them, and they will definitely help you to complete it. So the project feasibility studies, whatever you need to focus on, it's technical analysis, economic and market analysis are there, market analysis is there, financial analysis you need to focus on it, economic benefit you need to focus on it, project risks and uncertainty and management aspect, right? So all things are added because it's a industrial and government project, so they are focused on things, and you know what kind of things we required for SIP project. Because your project is very small, so that's why you need to focus on that particular things. Okay. Now the all analysis we just elaborate what is economic and market analysis when you start the project. In recent market we have seen the paradigm shifts are there because whole day it's a metro city, so 24 hours work is going on shift wise. Okay, so demand forecast and projection of demand supply gap for product service can no longer be based on whatever the requirement, right? The past trend using statistical tools and techniques. So nowadays we have find whatever the things we required we get easily, because the productions, uh, because the whatever the things we required, it's really get easy. Wherever you go, you will get, you go demand, you will get it. You go Reliance Mall, you will get it. Anywhere you go, because the things are available in lot of source. एनी थिंग्स बहुत ही रेयर है जो नहीं मिलेगी। मेडिकल में जाओगे आपको मिल जाएगी, आप कहीं पे भी जाओ आपको इजीली विल गेट इट, राइट? सो दिस इज द मार्केट एनालिसिस, लाइक दैट इफ यू फाइंड कि कहाँ पे कौन सी चीजें जो नहीं मिल रही है, एंड इफ यू फाइंड इट एंड यू विल गेट इट, देन यू सजेस्ट अदर्स की यस यहाँ पे नहीं वहां मिलेगी, right? So that is the market analysis, but for that you need to study it. But for that you need to analyze. Self analysis is most important. Now in market analysis, a number of factors need to be considered, like product satisfaction, pricing, channels of distributions, trade practices, threat of substitutes, domestic and international competitions are there. You, when you search or analyze in market, so you find it ki where the competitions is there, right? Where the opportunities is there. So that is the market analysis. Now technical analysis. So technical analysis is based on the descriptions of the product and specifications, and also the requirement of quality standard. Yes, wherever is the good quality, we'll go it and buy the thing. So the analysis of encompasses available alternative technologies are available, options, lot of options are available. बट आपके एसआईपी के लिए कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है, आपको खुद ही करना है. सेल्फ स्टडी इज इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, डोंट बी पैनिक, डोंट बी हेजिटेट, यू नीड टू डू इट. जस्ट पुश करो अपने ब्रेन को, अपनी बॉडी को, कि नहीं ये मेरा है और मुझे ही करना है. आई एम, और उसके बेनिफिट सिर्फ मुझे ही मिलने वाले हैं. गॉट इट? सो लॉट ऑफ सॉल्यूशंस है ना, ऑल्टरनेटिव बहुत है प्रोजेक्ट में काम करने के लिए, बट आपको डिसाइड करना है कि यस यू आर रेडी टू डू इट और नॉट. If you are doing, you learn lot of things, and if you are not, you will not get knowledge. आप जैसे हो वैसे ही रहेंगे, बल्कि और ज्यादा डाउन हो जाओगे, right? So the technical analysis में भी lot of things are available in the market. You just select it, you just use what kind of technology you need to use, you use it, and you show the process what you use in your project, right? The technical analysis included in a following aspect, like availability, alternatives, latest state of art, other implications, lot of things available. Plant capacity, the market demand, कितना बड़ा plant है, कितनी demand है, कितना market में available है, that is the thing. Now the technological parameters, अभी तो बहुत सारे solutions applicable है. For example, the Colgate है ना, lot of people using Colgate, but if Colgate is, अगर बंद हो जाता है ना, कोलगेट का सप्लाई मार्केट में नहीं है, सो वी यूज अनदर, लॉट ऑफ ऑप्शंस इज देयर, राइट? सो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि अवेलेबल नहीं है या मार्केट में नहीं है तो हम लोग उसे यूज नहीं करेंगे या बैठे रहेंगे. नो नो, लॉट ऑफ ऑप्शंस, लॉट ऑफ अल्टरनेटिव्स आर अवेलेबल. सो डिपेंड्स. Now the inputs में raw material available है कि नहीं, components, power, water, fuel, others, whatever the product you started, है ना? अगर आप प्रोडक्शन में काम कर रहे हो, प्रोडक्शन प्रोजेक्ट में काम कर रहे हो, तो you need to analyze the demand of that particular product, requirement of that particular product. For that product you are prepared in your factory or company, so the raw materials are available or not, the what kind of quantity you need to prepare every day, the whatever the things required, you prepare for it, right? So the skilled manpower है कि नहीं, location कहाँ है, क्या चीज आपको चाहिए, everything you just analyze and you start the things. Now the environmental impact studies we have seen tomorrow, because the next session is started on time, and please inform to all your colleagues to log in the class. Okay. Okay then, bye bye, take care, see you tomorrow. If you want any question, you may ask. Do you understand what I am saying?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rohan. Please log in another class quickly.